Hi guys, so we're gonna mod the 100 watt Katana with a speaker out with my buddy Tom. He's the technical guy here.
Hi there.
So we're gonna do it, and I'll guide you through the whole process. I'll zoom in on the important parts within the amp. So let's do it. Here
Enjoy.
we go.
Alright, so what we have here is a 112 100 watt Katana amp, and the modification that we're going to do is we're going to put an external speaker out on the frame. Beforehand, I must say, if you have any warranty left on your Katana,
Yeah.
it'll be void.
Yeah.
So be aware of that.
Obviously.
Also, when you work, always make sure that you have the power unplugged. Okay, first of all, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take the amp out of the enclosure.
Okay, so let us see which screws do you use to...
This is fairly simple. We have two screws on top,
Okay.
the metal screws, and four here in the back. That's all there's to it. Alright, that didn't take too long. Now we're gonna unplug the cables from the speaker. We have over here the red and the black wire. There is a plus and a minus sign on the speaker itself, so you won't be confused afterwards. Red's always plus, black's always the minus.
Yes.
And also, well, later on we won't use these, but you can't mix them up right now because they're different in size. See. Alright, so I'll take the amp out of the enclosure.
That was simple.
Simple enough. Get this one out of the way. See you later. Okay, now for the more serious part. We have here the speaker out cables from the amp, which we're going to connect to a plug, which I have lying around somewhere here. And actually this is a PCB type plug, and I chose this plug because it has some switches in it. And I don't know if the camera can see this, but
we can see that.
if I put in a jack plug in the switch, a jack plug in this input, then the switches will open up, disconnecting it. And this can be very useful because I want to connect the internal speaker, and if I put in the plug for the external speaker, then it will shut off the current to the internal speaker.
Yeah.
So it's either the internal speaker, which is always on with the plug out, or the external cap.
Okay, nice.
Alright, so what we have now is you don't want to hit any parts that you shouldn't hit. So we're gonna see where to drill the hole to put this external output.
Yeah.
Well, I just do this on the eyesight, and what I use is a little painter's tape to mark the spots, and also to make sure that I won't slide with my drill.
Yeah.
So it's just about here. Should be right. And then
you mark it.
X marks the spot. It should be okay. We have fairly enough room to do so. Okay. Before I'm going to do that, I'm going to prepare the plug with some solder, so you can easily connect the cables.
Yeah. So for people who don't know it, I believe the amp is 8 ohms, Tom?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
A minimal of 8 ohms.
Minimal
I
8
read in the
ohms,
manual.
okay.
So be sure always when you put an external cabinet on it, it's 8 or 16 ohms.
Yeah, okay. Never 4 ohms because you will damage the amp for sure.
Yes. Don't do that, we don't want that. I love the Katanas. Alright, so I'm going to prepare the wires also with a little soldering tin. Stick easy. Quit smoking years ago. Okay, next what I'm going to do is to drill the hole. I've done this mod before on my own katana. And I think that this was the right size. I think it's 8 mils. 9 millimeter.
9 millimeters, okay.
Nice hole. And first of all, because I don't want to have any small metal parts going into the amp.
Let me zoom in on where the hole is now so we can look on the inside.
Yeah. If you look here,
Yeah.
you see there's enough space.
Yeah. Okay.
For the jack
Yes.
to go. If you can zoom in a little over here, Eric. There's this little plug which might be in the way. You can just pry it loose like this. Careful. Just a little bit of force, and then it won't be in the way. Save more room to work.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna solder the wires to the plug, and I'll directly solder the new speaker wire
Yeah.
to it. So I have some plain red and black speaker wire over here. I'll just cut off a part that should be large enough to
Yeah.
later put on the speaker.
So which pin needs red and the black wires, Tom?
That's a great question. If you look from the side where the plug goes in,
Yeah.
the red is the tip. So that's the
Okay.
furthest away from the input.
Yeah.
So the red goes here, here and here,
Yeah.
and the black one goes here and here.
Okay.
If this is where you
Yeah.
put in the plug.
Great.
Alright. So now I have plug. I have to connect the red one to the part where the
Tip goes.
tip goes. Yeah. This should be alright. Take the other side. First of all, we have to make sure, because this goes on the inside,
Yeah.
to,
Put the wire on the frame.
yeah. In this case, it wouldn't be so much of a problem because we could also do it like that. But if you have it already attached to the speaker or something, then
Yeah.
it's more difficult. Okay, if you could hold it again.
Yeah.
it's all nice and tight.
Yeah.
So again, you can see the red goes where
Yeah.
the tip goes, the black goes where the shaft of the plug will go. I'll just push this inward a little bit to have a little bit more space over here. And now I'm gonna mount it to the chassis. We have these little washers which come in here, the same way as I disassembled it. Okay. You just have to screw this one in. Yep. There's the washer. Thank you. It's a little bit hard to see, but
Yeah, I will let them see in a minute when it's completely assembled.
this looks nicely. So none of the metal touching any other parts.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Yes.
it's the right spot, so this should work perfectly. Don't forget to reattach the plug, otherwise your amp won't work. So that gave us some room to work. Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put a little tubing over here
Okay. So
to avoid damaging the speaker cable. Then lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie this together with the other cable over here. So if there's any pressure on it, you won't pull the connection loose from the plug.
yeah.
It's nice and tight. Alright. So the modification on the amp is done. The only thing we have to do is we have to connect this again to the speaker.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna reassemble.
and then we have lots of speaker wire. Personally, what I like to do is to keep this longer a bit, because if you have to do some work on your amp again, put it out, you don't want to have the very short speaker cable.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it just a little longer. And I don't know if you can see this, maybe with a little light, but here on top of the speaker there's a little hole. So what I'm gonna do afterwards is I'm gonna put another tie wrap and connect this speaker, this cable to the speaker itself.
Yeah.
Again, to avoid breaking it loose if you put pressure on it. Again, I keep stripping wires.
So we're gonna solder it to the speaker.
We're gonna solder it, yeah. Your warranty is void anyhow.
Yeah, that's
by
right.
now, so.
We pray that the amp doesn't break.
Knock on wood. But I must say I'm very confident about Boss products. I almost never had any issues with them, so. All right, let's fire it up.
Yeah,
It sounds.
Put the screws back in first, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay, that didn't take so long, I think. Easy mod.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try it out now, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna test it now. As you can see, the speaker out is not connected. So we will hear now the inside speaker. Go ahead, Tom. Yeah. So now we're gonna connect a 2x12 cap that's here. Yep. Yep, so I don't know if you can hear it, but the 2x12 cab has a bit more bass and punch. So yeah. Okay, great, Tom. It works. Thank you.
All right.